Hello. The first half of this presentation I did also in Paris, because then in Paris in September 2021, it was the beginning of Ecoscope. But Ecoscope started in Perth. It was the first discussions we had. We had a group of people from a previous project, Odyssea, discussing about applying for a proposal, but we needed some solid science dealing with ecosystem-based fisheries management. It was a very good coincidence because Donna had just finished her PhD, which was more or less the same topic, so I had everything very well in mind. We discussed in Perth during the FishBase Symposium. We combined forces, the FishBase group, the CMSY group, and the former consortium of oceanographers and engineers and computer scientists from Odyssea project. And then we proposed to the European Commission this ecocentric fisheries management project called Ecoscope with 24 partners of around the world. We made it through the first phase. 5 proposals out of the 15 made it to the second phase. And then 2 of them, Ecoscope and SeaWise, made it to the final. And the Ecoscope started in September 2021. For those that have read this paper by Philippe Curie, they probably recognize the name. We borrowed the name from this paper. We acknowledge Philippe in a very recent special issue we did. And we also borrowed the rationale. 3 years later, Philippe was the external reviewer of Ecoscope. And he said, I didn't tell him that it was based on his idea. And he said, 20 years back, I wrote a paper, and everything that is there is in Ecoscope. And I'm very happy about it. So after that, I told him. Now, the main idea of Ecoscope was to facilitate ecosystem-based fisheries management by providing tools to the decision makers. Initially, in the proposal, we had 2 tools planned, a platform and a toolbox, plus some side projects that were the Ecoscope Academy and the mobile phone application. This is how these outputs of the projects are linked to the work packages, which are very scientific, 2 and 3, that deal with ocean processes across European seas. 5 and 6 assess the ecosystem and develop ecosystem models using EWI, as I found out it's called in the US, EcoPath with EcoSim. And then the socioeconomic component that was responsible for the capacity building through the academy and the Ecoscope application, which links the project to the society. And this is how the project progresses in time. To accomplish all these work packages, very demanding ones of Ecoscope, we needed serious datasets. Aqua maps, Sea Around Us, FishBase, SeaLifeBase were among those, and combined with the official data from all this organization, Global Fishing Watch data, plus the oceanographic and biological data that are available for European seas through these networks. And this is the models we used. We had some very optimistic and ambitious targets like the energyscapes of David Gremier, like the IUCN that Eva will present later for sharks and rays in the Mediterranean, and of course, IWI and ecosystem overfishing indicators. So this is what we promised back then, 4 main outputs plus a series of ecosystem models and a very ambitious platform of marine spatial planning of the Eastern Med with a fisheries management component. And now we are checking out and delivering things, where the second review of the project and the final one is in November, and the project ends in August, which means we have no money for Brazil. Now, the platform is ready. It's not online yet, but it's there. All the parameters that are included, habitats, oceanographic data, biological data, fisheries and fishing effort data, is there for the entire European seas, but also for the statistical divisions I showed yesterday of ICES and GFCM. And this is how it looks for the Mediterranean. This is, I think, the SST, sea surface temperature. And this is the catch data from sea around us, incorporated per cell for the Black Sea. This is information that was not included before in any of these holistic approaches. That's anchovy. Nasli said before that anchovy, indeed, anchovy, 80% of anchovy and Graulis and Grassicolus comes from the Black Sea. The toolbox, which is ongoing, is we promised one, an ecosystem scoring index in the beginning. We came up with 3. That's thanks to Kostas Touloumis, because we managed to put all available indicators into a single scoring system. I know many people object to a single number to assess ecosystem level, but you can see, this is an example, dummy data, but you can see how different things are red, and red is bad, green is good in the ecosystem, and so it gives the managers the ability to correct certain things, if they can. This will be done by June next year. The Academy is ready, it's uploaded, it's there. Daniel, Donna, Deng have already prepared and uploaded their courses. It's a series of online courses, self-assessed. So Daniel starts with the effects of fishing on marine ecosystems, Donna an introduction to ecosystem-based fisheries management, and then we have FishBase, SeaLifeBase, and the tools that we will prepare with Kostas and Rainer for assessing populations, plus some ecosystem models, and yeah, that will be done by colleagues from Israel. Daniel, I used your photo there, but yeah, it's only because it's the first chapter. Now, within the course of the project, we did offer for free several training courses for young scientists mainly. Some of them were very successful, with over 50, 60 applications around the world. We could not accommodate all of them. We had about 30 persons per class. The big data analytics was done in Thessaloniki. The oceanography and fisheries within the ecosystem context was done in Kavala, in cooperation with the Fisheries Research Institute and the Democritus University of Thrace, which, as you can see, has Democritus in the logo, not send something of Thrace. And we also had some regular workshops within the projects, either for ecosystem modeling or for stock assessment. This is, again, in Kavala with Rainer, Henning. You recognize many faces there. Denk there, Donna is there, Eva is there. And the other one with the new star, the last presentation yesterday, Constantina, in Mallorca, Spain. We did not progress a lot with the mobile app. We will deliver something, but we're not very happy about it, at least yet. We did assess ecosystem and examine scenarios, spatio-temporal and temporal scenarios in 8 case study areas. This is the result from the Aegean models from Yannis. And we also did an ecospace, which will be submitted soon, hopefully, Yanni. And the final one, the very ambitious platform, is the MSP Challenge Simulation Platform. This includes all anthropogenic pressures in the ecosystem, pipelines, wind farms, aquaculture units, fishing effort every single anthropogenic impact on top of an ecosystem model. It's a coarse model, but you can test various scenarios, drilling, pipelines connecting Cyprus and Greece. Everything can be tested there, including the Mitsotakis and Erdogan marine parks in the Aegean. These scenarios we will also include in Yannis's PhD, which is about to finish soon. There are two projects running now. I said some things about this yesterday. The one is the digital twin of the ocean. It's something that will be involving people from all sciences in the next few years, because they are building a data lake system with all data sets and all models into a single box in Brussels. And the SURIM, which is the socio-ecological modeling, I told about that yesterday. So there is only 1 year left in Ecoscope. This is a very nice comment we got when we had this stakeholder workshop in Brussels. We will have one more next year where we will present what we did. This was also a co-design project, means that we asked the stakeholders what their needs are, and we tried to include their input in our models and assessments. And this is the final slide. The true reason I did this, we start this session with Ecoscope, is that there is a tendency of some people, including colleagues of us, to undervalue the basic science and the local collections of data, which are very important because Ecoscope and other projects are based on this data. And FishBase and SeaLifeBase are there to prove that without individual collected data and local impact, there is no way to perform large-scale ecological hypotheses and test large-scale applications.
Thank you.